What's up, guys? Rob from Japanese Gaming here, bringing you some Political Machine 2016. Now, I wanted to do a Let's Play of the Political Machine 2012, but I just never really got around to it. But yeah, so today we're going to start. This is the first time I've played this game, so we're going to start on normal. And yeah, we're just going to do a regular campaign 2016, 26 weeks, starting funds about 100%, which is fine. And I'm going to do 2 runs of this. I'm going to do a run as the Democrats and a run as the Republicans. So basically the way we're going to decide is we're going to start as the Democrats just because they're the first top of the list when we hit the party. And the way I'm going to decide what candidates I'm going to be playing and running against is we're just going to use a random number generator. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Democratic candidates. So let's generate a number between 1 and 13. And we got 4, so we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to be running as the comeback kid, Bill Clinton. Alright, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Republicans. So we're going to be running against 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nikki Haley of South Carolina. Alright. Seems legit. Clinton versus Haley. The comeback kid. So basically the way this game works is it's basically the election cycle for 2016. You can do all sorts of things like give ads, build HQs, fundraise, and stuff like that. And there's a couple different map modes. This is the polling data. So right now, obviously, our opponent has more influence in states that have red. We have more influence in states that have blue. And states that are gray are neutral. And eventually you're going to see purple states, which are battleground states. We'll get to that when it comes. This is awareness. This is how much each state is aware of the candidate. So obviously right now we only have awareness in our home state. Electoral votes show just how many electoral votes each state has. If you're not familiar with the Electoral College of the United States, it's kind of difficult to explain. But basically each state down here has a set number of electoral votes that they get. And so say if I go over and I get more votes in California, say more people in California vote for me than for Nikki, I get 55 electoral votes. But if more people in Texas vote for Nikki than me, she gets 38 electoral votes. So it's kind of like a weighted system in a way. It's based on population. So whichever state has more population are the states that are going to receive more electoral votes. This is state wealth. This is how wealthy each state has. This will impact how much money you can get from these states when you fundraise. And this is a strategy planning. So essentially what this shows is what states we should be going after in order to win the electoral votes. Now you might be saying, well, how the hell does this make any sense? There's so much more red on the map than there is blue. Yes, but the Democrats typically in the United States tend to try and win the bigger states. So they go for California, New York, Pennsylvania, the swing state belt, Michigan. Occasionally they'll try and go after Florida. So the Democrats in the United States during the election tend to try and go after the bigger states, whereas the Republicans try and win more of the states, and they win a lot of the 3 electoral vote states that allows them to win the election. So now that that's all done, we're just going to go ahead and build our HQ. I always build my HQ up to the max when whatever state I'm located in. Now the problem is her HQ, or she has an outreach center now. Her HQ is in Texas, right? So she has an outreach center in Ohio already. And these 3 states are kind of swing states. Basically, they typically can vote either way during an election, so candidates really try hard to win these 3 states. So we're going to go over here to Illinois, and next turn we're going to build some stuff. There's a political opportunity. So what this does in this game is this is just a random event, so this could be good or bad. We're going to get some stuff going. She took it, so whatever it was good because she got a little sun siren. We're going to get some stuff going here. Do some fundraising and build our HQ up to the max. Because clout allows you to get endorsements from big, what's it called? Groups in the United States. So let's go over to California and do some fundraising. And she just gave a speech. The way I like to play this game is I like to build my HQs first, get some ads going. President Moneybags, GG, got an achievement. And after, so we can already win an endorsement here. So the blue are the groups that typically support Democrats. Red are groups that typically support Republicans. But you can win the, if you're a Republican, you can win the blue groups, and if you're a Democrat, you can win the red groups. It just costs more. So we're going to start off by grabbing the National Civil Liberties Union, which of course in the real world is the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union. There's a political opportunity in Vermont. Nikki Haley just won the National Foreign Policy Committee. That's fine. Do some fundraising, and let's create an ad. So these, as you can see, are the topics we have available to us because we have a building in the area. If you don't, you would only have a list of about 4. So we're going to run, let's start creating ads about how we like to fight ISIS. Because, you know, Bill Clinton's a fighting man. You know, I guess. I mean, that's just, we're just going to run on fighting ISIS. Let's go see what this opportunity in Vermont is. A kook. When he's not making documentaries, writing books, National Kook will now be assisting and helping the populace make better decisions. Modifies your political score. Okay, so we're just going to sit him in Vermont because I don't want him damaging my political score in a state that actually matters. Vermont only has 3 electoral votes, so it's really not the end of the world if we lose Vermont. Create another ad. Talk about fighting ISIS here. I typically like to create a lot of ads because it's basically, they're just passive boosts. You know, they just boost your awareness over time in this game. So let's go ahead and get the National Organization for the Support of Colored People, or in the United States, in the real world, it's the NAACP. Haley takes early lead in presidential race. Yes, that is fine. We're going to talk about addressing climate change. Now, you may be saying, why are you not going for topics that only, you know, raise your appeal with everybody? Well, because in certain states, like in New York, you know, the 49% of the voters are Democrat. So Republicans really never going to win New York. Like, in this game and in real life, it's really never going to happen. Fight ISIS, sure. And I'm going to try and win this swing state belt here, along with good old Michigan. Aha! We can do an interview, which I'm definitely going to go do. Let's go grab that. Haley won the National Gun Owners Association. You would like to appeal on the O'Malley scenario? Yes. This is, of course, the O'Reilly scenario in real life. Tonight, 2 of the most important people in the country go head-to-head, and later, I'll tell you why the left is wrong again. I'm Bill O'Malley, and you're watching this scenario. I'll put it to you straight. Should we repeal that idiot program, Obamacare? And as you can see, we only have 60 seconds to respond. And because Bill Clinton has a high intelligence stat in this game, we have some pretty good answers here. Don't be foolish. Obamacare is provided health insurance. It's costing less than expected. We need a pyramid scheme instead. Now, see, we're Bill Clinton, so we're going to say, yeah, Obamacare is GG easy money. We're getting socked at the pump. The big oil company is taking us to the cleaners. As president, what are you going to do about this? Well, again, we're Bill Clinton, so we're probably going to say something about alternative energy, most likely. Yeah. And see, our supporters liked it. So we're going to get a boost from that. Easy money. And what was I just about to do? Oh yes, I need to go back to where my building is. What did I build? My outreach center was in here. Where the heck's my outreach center? I forgot. Assets. Where's my outreach center? In Illinois. Oh no, my consulting office is in Ohio. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. So, frickin' Nikki Haley just standing on top of my consulting office right now. And these are operatives. These help boost your stuff. We're going to get a fashion consultant to make our ads more effective. Cha-ching. Let's go to New York and fundraise, because we need some money. Cha-ching. And then next turn we're going to fly back to Ohio. Build our outreach center up. Because operatives are really helpful. Ooh, this is a good event, so I want this. Boom, 1,000,000 smackerinos. Look at that. So we're going to go ahead and grab the National Union. Now, let's grab the Environmentalist Club. That'll help us talk about the environment and make our environmental speeches more effective. And now we can grab the National Association for Women. Bill Clinton was something of a ladies' man. Bill, you know, if you get that joke, you're welcome. Right. So how we're a speechwriter, you get 10 charisma points. I forgot to mention at the beginning, each candidate has stats. So can I look at myself? Yeah, these are Bill Clinton's stats. Obviously, these are modified by 10 right now because we have hired operatives. But normally he would have 5 stamina, 6 initial money, 8 fundraising ability, 7 charm, 7 charisma appearance, 3 credibility, 8 experience, 6 intelligence, 5 media bias, 6 minority appeal, and 2 for the religious. Whereas I don't know if I can see Nikki Haley's stats. No, I really can't see Nikki Haley's stats, so that's fine. But yeah, we're here in Michigan right now, so we're going to end our turn. Create ourselves an ad. Talk about fighting ISIS. Nikki Haley just wanted support of the Tea Party movement. That's fine. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go campaign in Florida here. Each state has different things that matter to them more. So Florida's big thing is Social Security because there's a lot of elderly in Florida. So let's see if we can't win Florida. It's not impossible for a Democrat to win Florida. It's, in fact, I think if I'm remembering correctly, Barack Obama won Florida in his both election cycles. Nikki Haley's trying to win California, but that's really not going to be that easy for her because 43% of the state is Democrat. I'm going to grab the National Union Action Network. All about them unions, baby. And these all operatives do different things. You can buy the game yourself if you really wanted to see what they do, but I'll kind of explain it. So we're going to grab a Intimidator because he lowers my opponent's awareness in this state. As you can see, we're starting to lock up the north here pretty well with our ads and such. We're even starting to lock up Florida a little bit, which is nice. We've lost Texas. There's no way we're going to win Texas ever. So now we choose our running mate. So Nikki Haley won the Christian Confederation. Your running mate in this game, their stats really aren't relevant. Mostly what they do is they just raise your awareness by doing small like internal campaigns. So who should we go for our running mate? We can go Franken, Gore, Sanders, Warren, Clinton. We can have our wife, which would be dumb. The Clinton ticket. Biden. Chafee, O'Malley, Bloomberg, Obama, and Pelosi. You know, let's grab Al Gore. We've been talking about the environment a couple times in this campaign. Let's grab our big bud Al Gore. And she chose Ted Cruz, so she chose another Texas man. And sure, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and create a TV ad across the nation here. TV ads cost more money, but they also give you more influence. So we're going to go ahead and create one. Television ad, and we're going to talk about our support for religious freedom. This will help us in the South a little bit, because the South is very religious. We're also, with that, we're going to grab an operative for our advertisement guru. So he's going to help decrease the cost of this stuff in this state. What other states could we go after? We really haven't locked down Florida, and I kind of want to. So let's go campaign in Florida a little bit. We could create a TV ad saying we support Social Security. Say now Florida flipped blue, which means they highly support us, which is very nice. Clinton boosts popularity and now leads in the polls. Yeah, Nikki Haley's really trying to win California, which It's not going to be very easy for her to win California, if possible at all. It's almost impossible as a Republican to win California, much like it's almost impossible as a Democrat to win Texas. You're pretty much never going to see Texas vote blue. We just flew to Minnesota. Let's create a little ad, talk about farm subsidies. We haven't given a ton of speeches in this campaign. Let's go ahead and start giving some speeches here. Yep. Not enough stamina, right. An interview. Let's go ahead and take that interview. Haley won the U.S. Chamber of Business, and we're going to appear on 60 seconds. Sure. Tonight, our reporters go undercover to investigate the seedy underbelly of office supply retailers. Do you know where your staples are coming from? I'm Leslie Danger. That story more on 60 seconds. It's obviously a parody of 60 Minutes. Should we be investing more money to train Americans working green jobs? Why not purple jobs, blue jobs? Why are green jobs so great? Isn't that racist? We need jobs for every color of American. God, I hope with that question about it. Yes, we should. In the very near future, we're going to need to do everything more efficiently. We'll need new, reliable sources of energy. Yeah, so we're going to talk about this because we're Bill Clinton and we like the environment, and our running mate's Al Gore. And Al Gore was a huge environmentalist. It has been decades since America seriously invested in infrastructure, and now you can see the result in crumbling bridges and roads. What would you do about this as president? Bring on the apocalypse! No. Doing nothing is certainly easier than the crumbling roads that a cool apocalyptic air to our day-to-day proceedings. Privatize infrastructure? No, we wouldn't say that. Rebuild via massive stimulus bill. Infrastructure we can spend stimulus money on. It builds resources for our future, provides jobs for today, and invests heavily in... Yeah, I guess. It's kind of a Kind of an answer, but luckily it went over well, so... See, this purple state is a battleground state. That means that the race is still too close to call in the state to really say who's going to win. And unfortunately, my home state is a battleground state. Arkansas is not really having a whole lot of fun with me right now, so... Let's grab a spin doctor. Let's go stick him in Arkansas. And let's go campaign in Wisconsin a little bit. They have 10 electoral votes. Give ourselves a speech here. What is the demographics of this? 43-41. So Arkansas is pretty well split. So we should focus on things that everyone likes, like fighting ISIS. Otherwise, it would hurt our campaign here. There's a political opportunity in Vermont, which I'm not going to go do right now. I have bigger things to worry about. Like, let's go campaign in Virginia. I don't think this was part of the strategy planning, but we're going to go ahead and try and win it anyway. Because it's 13 votes. We can't say anything that would hurt our Republican appeal because 42% of the state's Republican. So, let's just talk about fighting ISIS. Let's just run our campaign on fighting the terrorists. North Carolina, again, Republican mostly. Oh wow, actually 42-38. We're still gonna avoid saying crap that would piss off the Republicans. Fixer, let's go get rid of that guy. Oh yeah, we can't, right? I forgot we can't get rid of this guy. Oh well. Here we go. So she actually battlegrounded California. That's really not good. We gotta go over to California like immediately and win that back. Because that's 55 electoral votes. It's a big deal. Let's address climate change and let's support gay marriage. And we can win a national organization, which basically this just boosts our awareness. Yeah, we really cannot afford to lose California. It's too important. In fact, let's build a campaign HQ here. Let's get a consultant. Let's get a intimidator. Yeah, we gotta lock down California. It's 55 electoral votes. Like we really can't afford to be losing that. Luckily, New York is locked down right now. Let's look at the polls. We have 8 more weeks to go, and currently I'm winning massively. But that's assuming these battleground states don't like these two states here. Like, let's go talk to Georgia because there's 16 electoral votes. They're kind of important. Let's create an ad here, fighting ISIS, and let's give a speech about fighting ISIS. Yeah, I'm Bill Clinton, and we're going to fight ISIS. Like, oh, are you? Boom. Cheerleader, so we can double our awareness in target state, so let's go put her in... Let's go put her in Ohio. That's 18 electoral votes. It's pretty important. 13 in Virginia, which Virginia is probably going to vote Republican, but maybe not. You know, nobody's touched Massachusetts yet, and they have 11 electoral votes. Let's go talk to Massachusetts real quick. Hey, Massachusetts. Yeah, majority Democrats. Let's go create this. Let's fundraise a little bit. Let's give a speech addressing climate change. All right. So Massachusetts likes us now. I don't know why she campaigned in Maine or New Hampshire. It's really 4 electoral votes. It's kind of not the biggest deal, but yeah, it looks like Ohio's going to vote Republican. And I'm not entirely sure if there's much we can do about that, to be honest. Try and hire some people here. Yeah, Ohio in the actual American elections is hugely important. These 3 states are huge. We can win another endorsement. That's why you'll typically see, you know, a lot of campaigning in these areas. Wow, she actually just lost support in Georgia. Chi-Chi. Let's go see what this is in Alaska here. Well, we lost all of our money, so now we gotta rely on the Alaskans to fund us some cash. Let's go fundraise, and then we'll go jump over to grab this interview here. The O'Malley scenario again. Alright. Tonight, on the O'Malley scenario, the far left has once again struck another blow to patriotism. Hopefully tonight's guest will set them straight. Yeah. O'Reilly, of course. These Black Lives Matters nuts really grind my goat. They think everyone deserves special treatment. Everyone's lives matter. They have a point. Black people have been mistreated by the police for generations. They've had enough. Any attempt to dismiss is only answer to the problem. See, as a Democrat, this is the answer we have to give. Because if we said otherwise, they'd think that we'd lose a lot of cred with the minorities. A lot of Hollywood celebrities are just pinheads, and then what really gets me is how they try and shove their elitist agenda down to regular folks' throats. Oh my god. These 2 answers suck. I wish these people would just shut up and sing or just act and dance, whatever. Just because someone's a good actor doesn't make them an authority on politics. They're fine as long as they agree with me. Any celebrities that disagree with me was shot out of a cannon. Let's go with this one. Yeah. Either answer was really shitty, and I don't know why Bill Clinton... I mean, Bill Clinton kind of gave a stupid fucking answer there. But I guess that happens sometimes. Let's go talk to Washington with their 12 electoral votes. What's up, Washington? Their big issue is legalization of marijuana, of course. Let's go send some guys over there to decrease our costs. It's week 25. The election's coming down to the wire here. I think we've locked up the election pretty well here. We've won most of the states we really need to. Like, we won California. We managed to take Florida. We're going to win a large chunk up here. So I really think we've got this election on the lock. Let's give a couple speeches. Create a couple ads. And, I guess nobody's really touched Nebraska. Let's go talk to Nebraska. Actually, with this being the last week, let's just really make sure we go win Ohio. Let's lock Ohio down. Wow, that was not good. And I guess we can just grab an Intimidator. And that'll be that. So let's see what this election brings. We need 270 votes to lock up the election, which we should have handedly. I think we've won this election pretty easily. Nikki Haley wasted a lot of time campaigning in California. I'm not so sure why she was so bent on California. Okay, so we just took Ohio from her, which is huge. And we also took Florida from her. Yeah, we got this election because we got California on lock. That's 55 votes, which means we're going to take this election pretty handedly here. Of course, wow, we actually won Louisiana. That doesn't make any sense. Of course, she's going to take Texas, which makes sense. I'm surprised we won Louisiana. We did 0 campaigning in Louisiana, and they just randomly voted for us. Oh, wow, we lost New Mexico. It's unfortunate. Yeah, you see, she didn't win the states that she needed to. Republicans rely very heavily on the swing states, and she just absolutely did not win any of them. So yeah, we crushed her in this election, 387 votes. So let's look at our exit polls here. We had 387 electoral votes to her 151. We crushed her in the popular vote. We spent more money than her. We spent more capital than her. Yeah, we crushed her in everything. So that's going to do it for this time. Next time, we're going to come back and we're going to be on the red side for the Republicans. I'll see you then.